So we'd like to have another person to add it into the meeting. The person is waiting here.
Sir, he is father of that girl you were
Okay.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you know him.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Janju क्या भाई? विजय भाई?
જી
કેમ છો
ચેરિયન
વિજયભાઈ?
સાહેબને હું યાદ દેવડાવું છું. તમારું મોઢું જોઈને યાદ આવી ગયા તમે એમને. મેં માહિતી તો મોકલેલી પણ.
જી good evening all of you.
Good
I
evening.
think the girl is behind you. No.
She is also there. She is sitting beside him.
Yes,
Okay.
I saw.
Hi.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Fine ke?
Are you okay?
Yes ke?
Good. Very good.
How are you sir?
I was so pleased to see her photos, which was sent to me by Dr.Vikas DESAI.
Yes sir, yes.
સરે
All
મને
thanks.
હવે એની વાર્તા લખવાનું કહી દીધું છે.
And in fact, our next, every 3 months we have a magazine, in-house
Okay.
magazine.
Okay.
The
Yes.
next magazine has got her complete write-up on her.
Okay.
Okay.
Rather, she's very
Sure.
beautiful.
She is a sweet girl. And
Thank
she
you.
is my friend also.
Yes ke?
મારી friend છે ને, શરમાઈ ગઈ.
Eh?
We have many such sweet children with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Hi.
called sweet.
And with lot of talents.
Yeah, 100%. All thanks to you.
Thanks to
Very nice
sir.
to see her. Very nice to see her. I was so pleased to read all about her, whatever details she has given. Very nice.
So, sir,
So
I have,
what-
yeah. So I have a question that what all, apart from this cardiac surgeries and Down syndromes and all, what we are all other looking at the other surgeries right now? Like you're performing more than 6 surgeries a day, if I'm not wrong. So what does give you so much of energy? And of course, your passion for giving people a better life is we can see it. But whenever we see the, like I have seen you doing so many surgeries a day. It is something I'd like to know that what keeps you up at this age and go on and on and on.
The work itself.
Pardon?
See, if you think that it is a job, it is a work,
Yeah.
I don't think. For me, it is a, what do you say? I would say that it's my passion.
Yeah.
People ask me, don't you get tired? I don't get tired.
Yeah.
Many a day I miss my lunch. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter to me. I need only 2 feeds, one breakfast and one dinner.
So, sir, I have a question that do you have any plans if the infrastructure in the big space is already here? Would you like to have another hospital in Kutch?
No,
No?
I can't.
Just for weekends at least.
Sir, can I say something to her?
Yeah.
Say, Kutch have enough money and people to donate to bring up a good institution. One. Second is, sir can now support us with the guidance.
True.
How it can be run, how it can be structured, and maybe to begin with, we may get some youngsters from his institution to help. There is an international group also who can come and help in supporting, in developing an institution. But
let
now
me
we
tell you one thing.
should expect this type of.
No, no, no. Let me tell you one thing. Apart from Madras Medical Mission, Pondicherry Institute of Medical Science, which is a medical college, we have got a hospital in Kerala, and we have got a school. Now we have got a research facility which has got SEZ plus lab. Now, since you brought up this issue, especially Dr. Vikas Desai, that Kutch has got a lot of money. A
Yes,
lot of
sir.
people are interested in it. Money is different,
Yeah,
but what is important is involvement of the people.
right.
The people are involved. They want to do something for the people. I think, the Honorable Prime Minister of India is also from Gujarat.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
He's very much from Gujarat.
Yes, I'll tell you. You know uh, the money spent on research, medical research in this country is appalling. It is 0.74% of GDP,
Yes,
which
sir.
is nothing.
Nothing.
Number one.
Hmm.
Number two, the bureaucracy, number one. Number two, the regulatory bodies.
Hmm.
Regulatory bodies who will come in the way, whether it is ICMR, DBT, TDB, DST, you name it. The research needs a lot of experimental work.
Hmm.
There is something known as CPCSCA, cruelty prevention towards
Yeah.
animals. They are all good, but they are all stumbling blocks. You will have money, you will have everything, but you will not get people to work because people are disappointed. I told you, 0.74% of the GDP is the one for research. That means you don't have any interest. Now, I'm telling you from my experience.
Yeah.
We have a medical science park where now today you are talking about Ayushman Bharat.
Hmm.
We talked about it 9 years ago, gave it in writing to the health ministry and Department of Science and Technology. Now today you are talking about PADMA, Make in India. You have been talking about it. What has happened? Nothing.
Yeah.
When the pandemic came, we
Hmm.
were running even for facial mask.
Hmm.
Forget about the vaccine. We had a unit, about 100 crores were spent for vaccine. Not even one cc of vaccine has been produced. Ideas are all good, planning is good, there is nobody to execute. I'm being frank on that. You can tell anybody everywhere.
Yes, sir.
I want to put it in writing, and I have put it in writing. There are, 18 projects which we have given. 18, which includes artificial heart, miniaturization of heart, stem cells, growing solid organs like kidney, liver. In this country, we need 1 lakh kidney per year for transplant. I mean,
Okay.
rather, 1 lakh patients are there who needs kidney transplant. You know how many we do in this country today?
How
5,000.
many?
5,000.
Oh,
What happened to the others? They died. Why? Again, bureaucracy and all the restrictions. You will say you have got NOTO, that is in India Institute, or TOTA, that this and the trans stand. Yeah, lot of things you can talk. But does it work?
Yeah.
Doesn't work. I know people will be upset if they hear me saying this. I have the right to say. The reason is this. Now,
Yeah.
I'm the first one to do a lung transplant in this country,
True.
heart and lung transplant in the country, pediatric transplant in the country. I have the right
Right.
to talk.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen
True.
unless we have cooperation from the government, and the government should have the agencies
Hmm.
and the bureaucracy. You know, Honorable Prime Minister had talked about lateral entry. Only this IAS officer sitting there and talking about environmental uh, control or Coastal Regulation Act. They are even talking on animal experimentation. We have applied for stem cells. Stem cell, we have paid for, by Chellan, we have paid 5 lakhs. 1.5 years over. The paper has never seen the light of the day. Why? They
That's
only talk. That
yeah.
is why this country is like this. I can tell you that is why this country is like this. It is not that the politicians or the leaders did not have the ideas, but it's all stopped. It gets, see, how long you can keep
Hmm.
somebody on employment and a PhD who has come from US or UK, Germany and all, how long they can stay
Hmm.
for 7,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees a month?
Hmm.
I told you, I am telling you, as a migrant who came back, I had to join Indian Railways as an ad hoc AMO for 1,071 rupees.
Yeah. So all you need
Who is,
is that true heart to do something.
I'm not talking, you don't need money.
Yeah.
What, because you have left the money and came.
Yeah.
What you need is encouragement,
Encouragement.
support. That is what we need.
So I'm very
In
much
the, no, in
aware
the
of
end,
these.
you come to a level you don't know where to go. Okay, then they will say there is something known as Niti Ayog. You go and represent. They will call for a meeting and the minutes will say, do that, do this, write to the, the different agencies. They never reply. Niti Ayog itself, though, will not reply in the end. Why are we just doing all this? Is all, making people fools. So when we are talking about the touch, I'll tell you, if they have money,
Hmm.
let them do what is necessary for this country, basic research. Now, whether it is Covaxin or whatever it is, did we have the facility for making mask? We did not.
True.
If I can add, if you have
Hmm.
interest in working for children,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
congenital heart disease children,
Hmm.
once visit SIRS hospital. Okay,
Okay.
see what is being done there. Okay, we
Her
can't do
mother
all
was
that, but that
her
gives
mother
us
was
some
here.
vision and inspiration
True.
Her
how
mother
we
was
can plan.
here.
Yes, sir. You were saying something?
No, I said your mother was here and you have first-hand experience about our hospital. I
Yes.
mean, people talk a lot of things.
But maybe that at that time she was patient's colleague. Now she is a person interested in working.
True.
So let her learn from that, sir.
Good, good, no, good. Yeah,
Some such shock in life only motivates you to do something and to contribute. And you can start without institutions. You can start like us,
I
camps and
mean,
other things,
the
for which we can guide you how
the
you can do it.
institution building and all is nothing. When we started in railway, that hospital was 105 years old
Hmm.
and it was known as Daisoon Hospital. DIESOON. That means as soon as you get into Southern Railway Headquarters Hospital, you will not go out. The reason, the last medical superintendent of Southern Railway Hospital was Dr. Dyson. He was an Englishman.
Okay.
DYSON. So people make it Dyson Hospital. So that was the, so you know at least I have worked in hospitals where we have built up the whole thing. So that is building glass, 14 floors and all is not important. What is important is people who are sincere, hardworking, knowledgeable. We should have transparency and we should have honesty. There are a lot of people, talking all stories saying that, I have got divine hands. As soon as I start operating, God comes into through my finger. It's all, there are a lot of people talking such things. What
Yeah.
you need is transparency, says it, honesty, and hard work. That's all what you do. Then you will have good team. There are a lot of people who want to help.
True. True,
There
sir.
are a lot of people who want to do it. I think that is what you need in this country.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. We
See
can
that.
definitely. I am today very
I mean,
much inspired,
yeah,
and
Surat is a very rich, rich city. All the diamonds are with the Vikas Desai.
true. You need to unmute your mic.
Lot of hidden diamonds are in Kutch. Lot of hidden diamonds in
Is it?
Kutch.
I promise, ma'am, it is emerging.
Yes.
They are emerging now. They're coming on the surface, and
Okay.
we're hoping. And today, from this interview as well, people will really be inspired with you all, and so am I inspired to take the initiative from from anywhere that I can begin. It's not something that we have to build up a huge hospital or something, but at
Oh,
least,
not necessary. Not necessary.
yeah,
Not necessary. As I told you, it is
And
0.74%
feel
is
free,
what
feel free
we
to
are spending
contact
for
us
research.
if you need
yes.
some
But that
support.
is what we need.
So, how much of if people are watching this and they think that they want to donate, be helpful to people, how much a day uh, it is required? Like, I am aware of the fact that there are lots of surgeries you do without taking the money.
I don't take any money.
Yeah,
I've never taken any money in my life.
yeah,
Never.
I know that. So I want
I,
people to know that
if
if,
I had to take, no, if I had to take money, I should not have come back. I should have stayed there.
of course, that you have done lots of surgeries without asking for a single money, and you continue to do so. So people, if they are watching and they are very much motivated and they want to contribute by finances, they can very much reach out to Frontier Lifeline, uh,
They
Chennai.
can always, we have got a girl who is doing this uh, coordination. Mainly, she's a transplant coordinator,
Yeah,
but at the same time, she is a grief counselor also.
that's
Can
good.
always contact her and say that, I'll tell you, just the next Pulse magazine has got a story. I'll just tell you the story, and with that, I finish my
Yeah,
part. A 27-year-old girl who is a lab technician and married to a fellow who is 31 years old. Now she has got a 9-year-old girl.
Okay.
For this girl, we had, for this lady, that 27-year-old lady, we had done a wall replacement. The wall replacement was done under Chief Minister's Relief Fund scheme.
Okay.
So naturally, what they give is the cheapest wall is that is available. Cheapest wall is the one which is made in Kerala, what we
Hmm.
call Chitra wall.
Yeah.
Now, so we use that only.
Hmm.
But this wall, because it is a mechanical wall,
Hmm.
it needs blood thinners. So if you take blood thinner, you have to be very careful about the dosage.
Hmm.
Luckily, this girl, being a lab technician,
Hmm.
knows the importance, so she is very religious in taking her blood every 2 weeks. Everything has been going well for 1.5 years. One day she was admitted with a blocked wall because of the clot, and she had a medicine given for that to declot. Successfully, that was declotted, she was fine. She went home. After 7 or 8 months, again she was admitted with a clotted heart. In spite of taking the adequate medication regularly, as I said, religious. This time we can't use the same medicine because once you have used it, the clotting mechanism will change. You can get a bleeding in the brain, being a lady, and maybe it's all these things are. Anyway, so we decided that we will go for a wall which doesn't need this blood thing. But that wall costs 1 lakh. It is important. There are two things I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Now, with a lot of difficulty, I pushed here and there and all. Uh, the Chief Minister's Relief Fund said they will give money for surgery, but not for wall.
Hmm. Oh.
Now, this is where you are coming. And they say, people like you.
Hmm.
So two of my friends, I talked to them. They said, Doctor, don't worry, we will give you. How much it costs? 1 lakh. Okay, 50-50. So the wall was available. We are paid for that. Well, she's fine. She doesn't need now blood thinner. Okay. At the other side, you look. If we had used the other medicine, we would have got a bleed, or the block would not have gone out, he would have died. Now think of that 9-year-old girl who is the child. What will happen to her? The fellow is only 31. Naturally, he will get married. He will have his own children.
Okay.
The foster mother is not going to look after this child.
Yeah.
Then 9 years, 10 years, 11 years, she will be pushed into a house where she will be doing the domestic work. She
Hmm.
becomes a, then she will become 14, 15. You know what happens 15 to 20, will become victim for all sorts of abuses. You think about that? Do anybody think about that? No doctor will think about that. And that is the reason I wanted to have one which will not be, which means surgery is not operational. Surgery needs real thinking in the socio-economic aspect,
Hmm.
economic limits, and then somebody.
Hmm.
But spiritual aspect, a 9-year-old girl, what will happen to her? These are some of the things which really comes in the way of our practice or life.
Yes.
This is not a job where people will think it's a glamorous job. It is not. So there are a lot of days where I don't sleep from like this. I sleep well, but once a problem comes like this, that really counts. So when I told you the other important thing. He gave a proposal for a bioprosthetic wall where you don't need clothes. It's 1 lakh wall. He could produce it for 20,000 rupees. He gave this project to CDSCO. The chairman of the CDSCO, who happened to be a retired microbiologist, professor of microbiology at the Patma Institute. He is asking me, do you have rheumatic fever in the country? What can you tell me?
Yeah.
That project was rejected. This is where the problem. That is why I was talking about lateral entry, etc. You talk about make in India, okay? You can talk. All these could be election campaigning. It doesn't matter.
Yes, sir.
Because you asked about it and this came, so I was just telling this, the story, actual story, which not many people know. There are so many like this. Make in India is a good idea. There are a lot of them. I told you. I have signed an MOU with Sputnik. It is making Sputnik 5, the vaccine. Same Sputnik people have what to do. That heart is 200 grams, almost quarter kilo. The one which is being used now in India, that is made by Medtronic, that is American company. Not really American, it is German company. They bought the company. And that weighs 150 grams. Right? Now, we wanted to miniaturize Tata, that is a Titan watch. They make the thinnest watch in the whole world, known as Edge. So I approached Titan. Was the
Hmm.
chairman of the Titan was not. And there is a man who is in charge of miniaturization. And I met him. He came and spent 1 day with us, and he told me, "You go back and send you a report." 10 days later, I got a report saying that, "Doctor, don't worry, we can make a artificial heart, the same one we can miniaturize and it will not weigh more than 100 grams with 6 liters output."
Yeah.
I gave a I gave a project. Has never seen the light. We could have produced it for 30 lakhs. You know how much this artificial heart today costs? 98.2 lakhs. There
Oh,
is 98.2 lakhs and 30 lakhs. 1 crore.
yeah, of course.
But nobody is interested. Now, Niti Aayog or Department of Science and Technology and advisor, principal advisor, scientific advisor for the Honorable Prime Minister, where are they? I know, it is a criticism, but this criticism is, has to be accepted the better way, not negatively.
Hmm.
But people won't accept that.
Yeah. It should
You
rather
know,
be taken as constructive
yeah,
criticism
people won't.
that we're lacking
People,
something very much badly.
yeah, people won't like, as I said, honesty transparency,
Right.
and blunt, outspoken opinion. They don't like it. Nobody will like it. But anyway, as far as I am concerned, I have every right to talk about it because I am the one who was involved in it.
Of course. And you've been doing it so well, and you have all the right to say that.
Of course, because if any one of these people object, if they have done a heart transplant or a heart and lung transplant or a pediatric transplant, then they can say, none of them have done it. At least I can boldly say,
Yeah.
more than 68 lives we have put artificial heart or a lung or whatever it is. That is enough.
Yeah. That's true.
So when you talk about touch, you should think of something where research is necessary.
Yeah.
Now, if any one of your people are prepared to support, we have got all the facilities. What we need is little money. Give us, support us. We can have a joint this thing, whether it is in Kutch or whether it is in Chennai or whether it is in Bombay or Calcutta, doesn't matter. After
Doesn't
all,
matter.
it is
Yeah.
our country.
It is country. Right. Right, sir. So I'll get back to you on this very soon. That how can we get together and hold each other's hand to make our country better.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, I'm glad that you organize something like this.
Yeah.
Dr. Vikas, I'm glad that it is happening in Gujarat. And
Thank
Honorable Prime Minister comes from there.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So this would like to also have Avni's mother uh, to say what she feels about her growth
Yeah,
and her
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I
Please come
remember her.
forward and please tell us કે અત્યારે તમને કેવું લાગે છે અવનીની સર્જરી પછી એનું શું ઇમ્પ્રુવમેન્ટ છે અને શું આગળ તમને એનામાં દેખાય છે કે એ અચીવ કરશે because she is already a achiever at this point of time. તો પ્લીઝ
Yeah,
તમે જે ફીલ કરો છો જે ગ્રોથ તમે એની જોઈ છે from back then to now, please tell us.
ગુડ ઇવનિંગ એવરીવન. અત્યાર હિન્દીમાં બોલું કે ગુજરાતી?
Hindi is fine કારણ કે everyone can understand.
yeah.
जब उसकी सर्जरी हुई तो वो 5 महीने की थी और उससे पहले वो बीमार पड़ जाती थी, बारी बारी उसको सर्दी रहती थी, लेकिन सर्जरी के बाद बहुत ही अच्छा ग्रोथ हुआ उसका, वेट भी बढ़ने लगा और नॉर्मल लाइफ के करीब हो गई उसकी लाइफ. हमको तो ऐसा ही लगता था कि इतने सारे कॉम्प्लिकेशंस है तो पता नहीं ये कितना जिएगी, क्योंकि जब पैदा तो डाउन सिंड्रोम था, हर्स्प्रूंग डिजीज था, वाल लीकेज था, हॉल था और VSD PDA सब था, तो थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट लगता था. लेकिन जब चेरियन साहब ने उनकी सर्जरी कर दी तो ऐसा लगा कि आफ्टर ऑल 50% वो क्योर हो गई. अब उसका डाउन्स का और हर्स्प्रूंग का जो था वही हमको प्रॉब्लम था, लेकिन धीरे धीरे उसका डेवलपमेंट अच्छी तरह से होने लगा. उसकी जो फिटनेस थी वो सर्जरी के बाद ऑलमोस्ट नॉर्मल की तरह हो गई, तो बहुत अच्छा रहा उसका डेवलपमेंट, ग्रोथ, उसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग, फिजिकल एक्टिविटी. आज वो 10 माले तक आराम से चढ़ जाती है और सबसे बड़ी बात यह है